Alright, lovely. I wonder if this would ruin everything. What? Are you... What? Oh. Follow him. What are you saying? Okay. Oh. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to elect you your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And
where is he?
And now,
is that
I
him?
make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. And yes, no more shall you walk on eggshells. Yes. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden.
Bruh.
Yes. From my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of, a day of celebration. I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. Yes. Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
How did you see me?
That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
What's your story?
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
What will you do if you win?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
How will you do that?
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
What makes you sure it's not real?
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yes. Yes, I can.
Nonsense! There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, yeah. I found a book called The Myth of the Golden Rule. Whoever wrote it obviously died because they refused to accept the Golden Rule.
You mean that book next to a golden statue in the theater? Tell me, how do you know that statue wasn't put there by Sentius himself? You can't know, can you?
Well, I'm reliving the same day over and over again. The Golden Rule is broken each time. And you're gonna probably call me crazy.
What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with this much longer.
What would it take to prove to you it's real? Books, notes?
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read. As if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down.
Even if I can't prove it, if I'm right, then accepting it will avert disaster. If I'm wrong, then accepting it will make the city a better place. Isn't that a good thing?
I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish.
I can see nothing I say is going to convince you.
True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
Do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
What do you think about the Golden Rule? Besides it being not real to you.
You mean the children's fable, exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Mm-hmm. Do you know anything about Sentilla's disappearance?
Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect this city?
Heterochromia. What aren't you telling me?
Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Domitius says he saw a body there some weeks back. Of course, just to be clear, I take no responsibility for what happens to you down there.
I'll be going now.
I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Alright. Nope. I'll see myself out. Is it not over here? Okay.
Still here.
Yep, sorry. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate, yes. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, I'll talk to you too.
What now?
Weirdo. What's your story?
Her name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me.
Mm-hmm. Why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
Okay, but you're nowhere near an arena.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
What? Do I need to censor that? Do you know a way out of here?
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
I think it's gone on long enough. And Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
How's he going to do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Why can't you tell me now?
Because if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that.
I'm not sure I
Old
believe
man
that.
Sentius got you already, did he? Well, I'm not talking to people in his faction. Confortuare.
Right, I guess it's the... nothing? No more?
What's in Coolio Mio?
What? You were just speaking English. I assume this
Hey!
is the... Oh,
You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
he said it was okay. Yes, why?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie, I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed, and it was eating Hannibal.
What did you do?
What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
That was a great story, but I'm still going down there.
Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
We don't have weapons, do we? I didn't like that.
Oh, hell no!
Ooh, ooh. Fuck.
Help me.
Oh. Alright, what's in here? Any weapons? Okay, that was scary. Hello?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
I was escaping a zombie. What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually,
you.
however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Guess I'll know for next time. Sorry, what should I have done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Thanks. What's a Vestal priestess?
You really don't know? You are from far away, aren't you? Well, I am one of the priestesses, charged with keeping the sacred flame in Rome's shrine of Vesta burning. I take it you know who Vesta is?
Remind me?
Vesta is the mother goddess of hearth and home, and the guardian of the Roman people.
Hearth and home. Vesta. Let me look this up real quick. Is it Hestia? Yeah, Hestia. Okay. Greek goddess of Hestia. Gotcha. Well, how did you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me in here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
It's an older name, but not uncommon where I'm from.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No,
What were you going to say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
Alright, I'll do that.
Good. Thank you. But please be careful. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
What happened to... Wait, Livia?
That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
What happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and
right.
cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the Golden Rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth, and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
I'll see what I can do. I'll be going
Come
now.
back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
We'll come back to you. I feel like there's a lot to unpack with you later. Oh my god. Why are you like this? Can anyone else hear you? Or is it just me? Okay. No. It's up here. Okay. Back down. Is that... Ooh. A small stick with a sponge attached. This must be what the Romans use instead of toilet paper. It appears to be for communal use. Best to put this back immediately. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Oh, this poor guy. Whoa! Absolutely hated that. Stop it. Translate. Always remember they're watching. Wow. So if I look over here. What the? Dude, your neck is broken. Theophilus had an orgy with 4 girls here and disappointed all of them equally. Oh, that's the best. Now that's a quality. Oh, okay. Now I'm starting to hate that.
Help! You have to do something!
What?
A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
I don't have a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
I'll get rid of it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Did you hear
what?
that? I heard a voice whisper
What?
no.
We don't have time for this. I have to go.
Never mind. I don't know why I said that.
The shrine is collapsing.
Alright. What? Okay.
Fabia, no!
That, oh yeah.
Oh God, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her!
Yeah.
Oh, Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl! I can't believe she is dead. Fabia, I mean. She walked into that empty shrine, and the next moment she is lying dead under a pile of rubble. The gods are cruel and unjust. She was like a daughter to me. I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you.
Okay. Have a good one. I am gonna fight one of you. Yep. Do that.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know Quintius.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
Got it.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
We're just a small community of strangers who wound up here by accident.
A small community. Ha! I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
got the wrong idea. We're not cultists.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
We're not keeping it a secret. We're all trapped in here.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
It's not that we're not allowed to leave. We physically can't leave. There's no way out.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me.
Alright.
And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
Yes, because it's true.
You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
They were once people who were turned to gold as punish. Oh my god. He's gonna shoot me with the bow.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me.
We didn't turn them to gold. A god did it, and we don't know which one.
Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do, isn't it? Our god told us to do it. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quintius is. Do not waste it.
What can you tell me about Quintius?
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man
Oh.
with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
That hardly means he did
Who are
it.
you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome like he does? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
Actually, I do know where he is.
Ah, suddenly it's all coming back to you, is it?
Yes, he's in the villa, right at the end of this road. He goes by Malleolus
Thank you.
now.
For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Alright. Let's see. What's over here? Oh. Stop it. Oh, right. We're at the loading. Okay. So how's this gonna work?
Fortune smile on you, brother.
Hey, Galerius, can I talk to you?
Ah, it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Now, what's on your mind?
Can you get me a weapon? What's your
Well,
story?
it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it.
Never mind.
All right.
Could be
All
going
right.
now. I think I need to figure this out first. Leave it. Where'd the bow guy go?
Don't you just love springtime?
I do. Uh-oh, here we go.
Then go through you, I shall.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Who might you be?
You want to get to Malleolus?
Okay. Can I take his bone? No. Okay. Alright. Oh god. It wasn't my fault that time, so that's good. Whoa. Ooh. Zipline? Yeah, cool. Hey, Santius. Still no items. Alright. So we gotta stop that guy.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I'm Scoochimus and I got lost.
Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now? But listen, most folk seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing.
All right, friend. Suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there. See you around.
Can do. Hey. I skipped the city tour. Alright, now let's see. I still have that money. So. Is that money gone? Priest. Okay, yes. No way. Yo! I'm gonna go to that, buy that poison. Nothing. With enough denaries. With enough coins, I can buy that Sylphium. What is it called? Sylphium resin. So that'd be pretty neat. Zip line. Dang it. Okay. That works. That's good. What about in the chasm? I see a goose. That's amazing. Honk. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Take those. More stuff. How do I... How? Yeah. Can I have that? No? Alright, fine, you can have it. Yeah. Fish. Yep. Yep, she will. Oh, wait. Wait, there's a goat. I can't talk to the goat. Goose eggs. I'm not. Oh, I can take those, right? No? I took them. The goose. Not gonna butt me. I hope the goose isn't mad for me taking the eggs. Oh, dang. Must be the last bottle of wine in the city. I'll take it. What are we doing on junk? 3 arrows. Just a few more denarius, I can buy that. Yeah, okay. Oh. May the gods be kinder to you than they were to us, stranger. Oh. That's sad. They won't be. Theophilus, I had an orgy with 4 girls here. Disappointing. Oh. Wait. Timotheus Mises.
Vote for Malleolus for a free drink at my
Cerberus
tavern.
lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
You know, let me ask you how you got here.
Ah, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. You're not like any Roman man I've ever seen. You seem so refined, so civilized.
Oh, well, thank you. And you're as charming as you are beautiful.
Ugh, coming on a bit strong, don't you think?
Sorry. What? You came on to me.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
I have 0 riz. What's your story?
let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm locked out of your stuff. Any interesting gossip?
Certainly. For 10 denarii. Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair until one day she just snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair. Whatever
Talking about
you
something
like.
else. Whatever I like. I'm
All
going.
right. See ya.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns. Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
What's your story?
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what that means.
They never do.
Can you tell me about the pattern you
You
saw?
think you wish to know, but you do not. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more. The
I'll be going
newly
now.
arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
Thank you. Good day. I'm trying. Can I... Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Alright. Can't go that way. Let me go find Sentius. And actually chill. More denaries. Nope. Oh. Equitia.
Ave.
Ave. Let me go find Sentius. He needs to give me a weapon. Eh.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Scutchus, and we've had this conversation
Yeah?
before.
Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
We've had this conversation too, and I'm in a hurry.
Seems rather brash, but all right. Why have you sought me out?
Can we talk about who's going to break the
Of course.
golden rule?
What is it?
I think I know who it is. It's the assassin who arrived in the city this morning.
What? An assassin? What are you talking about?
Apparently he was sent by Nero to assassinate someone in the city named Quintius.
Then what are you doing here talking to me? Why aren't you out there trying to stop him? You'd best go, quickly. As magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy of Rome and authorize his execution by your hand. Forthwith.
Give me a gun. How would
Any
I
way you
execute?
can. Despite my weapons ban, it's been my experience one can always find a weapon if one looks hard enough.
Won't that break the golden
I don't
rule?
believe so, no. It's not a crime to carry out the lawful order of a magistrate.
Don't need to give him a trial first?
So now you're an expert on Roman law, are you? Listen to me. We are cut off from the Empire down here, fending for ourselves on the brink of annihilation. If ever there was a time to dispense with legal procedure, it would be now. Think of it as an act of preemptive self-defense. Think of the lives you'll be saving.
Fair enough.
Thank
Take
you.
care of it.
Please act quickly before it's too late.
I need a weapon. I need a weapon. Do I even want to bother? Nope.
Ave.
Ave.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
I really don't want to face the peeled statue. You'll guide me?
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Let me talk to this person.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
What's your story?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia and Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
How did you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
Okay. Why are you still wearing your legionary armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Yeah. Why don't you have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
Not much of a talker, are you?
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
What are you dealing
None
with?
of your business. Introiti ipsum commensura.
Ipsum what?
If we have to.
Do you know of a way out of here?
If I did, do you think we'd be having this conversation?
Anything with the golden rule?
I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people.
I know the feeling. I've lived through a pandemic.
Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. Well, we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned.
Okay. What do you think is coming?
I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
I think you're
Of
right.
course I am.
Who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
Yeah, I'm looking into that. Anything I can do to change that?
No.
Alright.
Whatever.
Thanks. Rufo. Oh. Okay. What? Self-limit. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Navia. Item. I'll take that. Into the palace. Don't look at me. I do not like that. One must imagine Sisyphus happy.